Though the father managed to save his son with all his might, his daughter was crushed by the tanker truck and left this world forever. Looking at his once sweet little girl, now lying still with no breath left in her body, the father's heart shattered into a million pieces. At his daughter's funeral, the grief-stricken father broke down in tears. After this tragedy, the mother, overwhelmed by sorrow, temporarily left this place of heartbreak, leaving Jack alone in the house. Memories of his innocent daughter haunted him. Jack couldn't accept that she was really gone. Then a wild idea took hold of him. He remembered how that dead cat buried in the pet cemetery had come back to life. Plus, there was an old legend in the village that any creature buried in the pet cemetery would rise from the dead. So, he went to his daughter's coffin, lifted her body into his arms, and carried her to the pet cemetery where he buried her, desperately hoping she too would come back to life. Jack returned home and laid out his daughter's clothes on her bed, praying for a miracle that would bring her back. Sure enough, late that night, he suddenly heard his daughter's voice behind him. She had actually come back from the dead. Jack naively believed this was truly his departed daughter, never suspecting that her return would become his family's worst nightmare. He lovingly helped his daughter wash up, but when he tried to brush her hair, he found it was like tangled weeds that wouldn't budge. Just as Jack was puzzling over this, the girl turned around with a creepy smile on her face. The next day, Jack's wife Lisa came home with their son. When she heard her son suddenly call out his sister's name, Lisa was shocked to discover their dead daughter had returned. When the girl came forward to hug Lisa, Lisa instinctively pushed her away and rushed upstairs with their son in her arms. When Jack woke up one morning, he found his daughter dancing around the house in the dress she'd been buried in. He tried to get her to change clothes, but she threw an unusually violent tantrum. That evening, after Jack explained everything to his wife, he tried to convince her to accept this new version of their daughter. But Lisa knew deep down that this girl was absolutely not the same as before. Unbeknownst to them, their daughter was listening to every word from behind the door. Later, just as Lisa was getting ready for bed, the daughter suddenly appeared beside her and began acting in bizarre and eerie ways.